Hi, everyone, and welcome back to Manny Monday, another successful fall set of nails. I love the way they turned out. Look at these. Aren't they gorgeous, you guys? Of course, you got to see the front cover, and I can't wait for you to see how I did it. It's hard to see in here, but I do have some stamping in there, and then, of course, the striping tape, and then we've got some marbling nails here, crystals. I just love this set. I really do. And I can't wait for you guys to see the Wear It Wednesday. My cousin had given me a few pairs of shoes, and one of the pairs are perfect for fall. And so I can't wait to wear them. And they are from my favorite cousin. So I just love them. She's got great taste. She knows my taste. She looks for unique pieces. And I really love these shoes. So I wanted to do them as soon as possible, with an outfit. So I went out and picked a great outfit out to go with them. And it's just going to be amazing. I'm super excited for you guys to see the outfit that'll match this set of nails. And I do love the way they turned out. I don't care for this shade of green, like that really deep army green. This one's okay. Not really a green girl, but I love this set of nails. I really, really do. I like the last 2 weeks in a row that I've kind of been doing the nails, different on each hand, how a few of them are different. And I really love the way this set turned out. I had something different in mind. I was going to do one kind of like an army look, but I just thought, no, after I did these marbling look, I thought they're too classy looking. I need to keep the other ones more classy, but I love them. You guys will love them. Can't wait for you guys to see through the video how I did them. And then, of course, as always, the Wear It Wednesday outfit that will match with this set. Let's go ahead and read our words of Jesus for women. We'll get on to the video. Today we are on forgiveness. Forgiveness. Let's always make sure we forgive. Matthew 6:14. If you forgive other people when they sin against you, your heavenly Father will also forgive you. And that's important. He will. You have to forgive others, or how can God forgive you? And the analogy goes on to say, big sigh. What does Jesus talk about forgiveness? Why does Jesus talk about forgiveness so much? Doesn't he realize how hard it is sometimes? Of course he does. However, it's impossible to truly serve God without your human relationship being affected. So Jesus pointed out that forgiveness is absolutely necessary. How can you accept or expect his forgiveness if you can't or won't forgive others? As the old saying goes, it's where the rubber meets the road. Forgive because you are being forgiven. And wow, this is a great one. And I surely needed to hear this one. There's just some things going on. And, I really needed to hear this one. And I definitely have forgiven the situation. But just, times in our life that we are put in situations where, we think, oh, this is just too hard to forgive. And then it slaps you across the face, almost like, Jesus slaps you, but Jesus doesn't slap you. But it almost slaps you across the face when you realize that, hey, God forgives me. And who am I? I'm not anybody that's perfect. I don't live in a house that's made of pure, what would I say? Pure cement. I live in a glass house just like everybody else. I sin too. And if God's going to forgive me, why can't I forgive somebody? I mean, come on. We sin way more and he forgives us. He forgives us for anything and all that we do. We can be forgiven for it if we ask. So we should be forgiving as much and stop judging others. Always just work on yourself, like I say, and don't worry about others. Don't judge others. Don't talk about others. Leave others off your tongue. If you have nothing good to say, then you know what? Say nothing at all. But if somebody has hurt you or somebody has hurt somebody you love or whichever situation, be willing to forgive no matter how big the situation. Be willing to forgive because God forgives. And if he's going to forgive me for all the things I've done wrong, I'm going to be a forgiveful person too. Because you know what? You hold that grudge, you hold that hurt. You don't want to forgive that person. You live with that. That will eat at you. It will definitely eat at you. So forgive, even if that person walks out of your life. And I'm not saying somebody has walked out of my life or I need to forgive. I'm just saying a situation that has arose in our life, but you have to forgive because if you don't, it's going to haunt you forever. It really is. And then you start to say, well, I've never done something that big. And how could this person do that? And, stop in your tracks because no sin to God is bigger than any other. Stealing a pack of gum or killing somebody is exactly the same sin to God. No sin is bigger to him. So if he can forgive us, we certainly can be forgiving. So forgive others and be kind. You don't got to run out and be their best friend. You don't got to hang out with them. You don't got to do any of that, but forgive them and ask God to give you peace about it and let it go. Let God be the ultimate judge or let God deal with it. You don't have to deal with it. So be forgiving and loving and kind to everyone. The bottom says it takes a lot of emotion and physical It takes a lot of emotion and psychological energy to keep a wound open. It sure does. To keep a grudge alive. The longer I allow a wound to fester, the more bitterness, anger, and self-pity poison my blood and eat at my heart. And it does. The longer you hold that grudge, the more it just eats at you, doesn't it? It does. It will eat a hole in you. And what I'm going through in my life right now, me and my husband, what we're going through was eating a hole. It caused me to have a migraine, a massive migraine for 2 days, because it was just eating away at me. I had to give it to God. I had to ask for peace, give it to God, forgive, and tell God, you know what, this one's, you got to take this one. Lord, take the reins on this one because I need peace about this. This is really hard. And of course, I don't bring drama to my channel. It's not drama. I'm just saying something going on in my life. I don't like to bring it to my channel, but just if any one of you could please continue to keep myself and my church in your prayers, I would greatly appreciate it. And yeah, just be forgiving and loving because it does. It really eats away at you. It's been eating away at me and my husband. A lot of people has been affected by this. So give it to God, forgive, and move on and let God deal with it. Let him deal with it. He will. You be forgiving because you got to remember, always look in the mirror and say, when have you been perfect? Are you Jesus Christ? When we become Jesus Christ, then we can judge. But until then, we have to remember we are sinful people. We do things too. And it doesn't matter how big or how small, it's still a sin to God. And that's all that matters. So be forgiving so that you can be at peace and move on in your life. And remember that you don't walk a sinful life. You don't walk a perfect road. You don't live in a cement house. We all live in glass houses, like I said. So, and I love this one, and it was by Albert Hayes. I'll read it one more time. It takes a lot of emotion and psychological energy to keep a wound open, to keep a grudge alive. The longer I allow a wound to fester, the more bitterness, anger, and self-pity poison my blood and eat at my heart. Boy, if that isn't true. I just dealt with it. I just was going through it. So, be kind and loving to everyone and start your day, go through your day and end your day with Life's Manual. Pick up this Bible and read it. Worry about this. Worry about God. Worry about your life. I'm going to worry about mine. You worry about yours and whoever else, out there, worry about their life. That's all that matters is we need to get that great personal relationship with Jesus so that we can be forgiving. We ask for God to give us things and things in our life to keep us healthy. But you know what the most important God wants to hear from you is, God, give me more love for others. I want to love others because God loves that. He loves when you want to put others first and you want to love others. So ask God to help you to love others, forgive others, and be kind and gentle and sweet to everybody. No matter if it's going to, the situation's going to be fixed or anything. It's not going to be fixed. Sometimes it can. Sorry, it's not going to be fixed. I don't know why I said that. Yes, it can be fixed or it can't be fixed, but at least you feel good inside that you did the forgiving. You forgave, even if you can't literally come right to that person and forgive that person, you were forgiving and loving. That's all that matters. And get that personal relationship with Jesus. Let's worry about our life and in our walk with the Lord and what we're doing in our life because that's all that matters. He's only going to judge me. He's not going to judge me and you together. He's going to judge me for all the things I've done. He's going to judge you for the things you did. He's not going to add anybody in with us. He's going to judge us separately. So pick it up and read it and get a great personal relationship with the Lord because you're going to feel so much better. You're just going to smile more and you're going to realize that it's easy to love somebody, not hard. I know that it says there, and it can be sometimes. It really can because, boy, what I was going through was so hard. But God's getting me through it. He's helping me to understand. And a lot of times that's from the devil, straight from the pit of hell, from the devil, when you don't want to forgive somebody or you want to feel like I'm much more high and mighty. I would never do something like that. Let's step back, take a few steps, a few breaths, and realize that, yes, we've committed things in our life that were just as bad to God. Maybe not in your heart you think it's just as bad, but just as bad to God. So let's be kind and loving to everyone. And let's get on to this amazing kind of army look. It's not an army look, but the army colors. Let's get on to this look. And I'm not doing an army outfit, just so you know, but it's really great. I can't wait for you guys to see. And I love the shoes. Can't wait for you guys to see the shoes that go with this set of nails and the outfit for Wednesday, for the Wear It Wednesday. Let's get started, everyone. Everybody take care. God bless. And I'll see each and every one of you in my very next upload. Hi, everyone. So here's what I chose to go with for this week's Fall Mani Monday. We've got some shades of green here. We've got some army green and some foam green. On the foam green, I did some marbling work. And then we did some stamping on the army green with striping tape and crystals. Stay tuned, everyone, to see how I did this one. Hi, everyone, and welcome back to Mani Monday. We're getting ready to do some more fall nails. And we're going to do them a little bit different, kind of like last week. Each nail will be slightly different. And we've done 2 shades of a beautiful army color. We're kind of doing an army theme here with some marbling, but we're going to do the marbling different as well. So we've got 2 nails done in a lighter green, and then 3 of them are done with an army green. Perfect fall colors. And then we're going to make, just do different designs and different things on each nail. So for the lighter nails here, we're going to work with acrylic paint. I've got some black acrylic paint here. I got this from Dollar Tree. It's $1, but you know what? It's $1 at Walmart as well. So it should still be a good acrylic paint. And then we're going to use some 91% rubbing alcohol. And we're going to just be doing some really thin little lines with Robin's brush, her wand, and I'll link her information down below if you want to order her brushes. She has the wand and the unicorn. This is the liner, and she has her striper. We're going to be doing some very thin little lines with acrylic paint and the 91% rubbing alcohol on these nails here. And then on those nails, we're going to be doing some of that striping tape. And I'm going to be doing a silver. It's very, very thin. I'm going to do a silver and some of that light green. I just figured that would be really pretty. Hopefully it'll look good because, I don't know, maybe I'll do that on the other one because the green looks a little bit better on the other one than this one. So I might be doing another one. But if not, I'm going to definitely use the silver. And we'll just need just a small little nipper scissors. I don't have them here, but I'll bring them into the camera when I get ready to do that. And then on the darker nails here, the army green ones, we are going to do crystals. We're going to have some fun with some crystals. We're going to do we got some clear and some lighter green Swarovski crystals, different sizes. I'm going to be doing a marbling look on one of the nails, but we're going to do it on my stamping, my stamper here, my Born Pretty stamper I got from Wish. I'm just going to drop some paint on here, different colors, and I'll go through and show you. And then we're just going to go right on. I've seen this done before. I'm kind of doing a marbling look. So let's start off to show you the colors I used, the main base colors. So it's this one here. There's the name. It's a beautiful kind of light foam green. And then this one here is an army green, and it's actually called Olive for Green, the OPI. Very beautiful shades of green for the fall. Then I will need those 2 colors, a brown, and this one is called Spice Age by the Sally Hansen Miracle Gel. And then I'll be using kind of a nude color, and this one is called Simply, the LA Colors from Dollar Tree. It's a beautiful nude color. I'll be doing that. And then also we'll be adding in some silver as well. So I'm going to be putting all that on the stamping plate on one of the nails, and we're going to stamp that on, just moving it around to give it a marble design, along with when I'm going to be doing the black marbling with lines going down on the lighter nails. So that will just be 1 or 2 nails. I'll be doing that marbling. And then, of course, one of the nails, we're going to bling it out with some crystals, with these crystals here. I also will be working with this stamping plate here, which is B69. Doesn't say anything else in the back. I'm just going to be using, I think, this image here or this one here, just going across one of the nails. And I'm not sure where I'm putting that, if I'm going to do it in here or if I'm going to do it on the green with some stones, one of the darker ones on the thumbs. I'm not sure, but I'll be using this scraper and this stamper, this clear jelly stamper, because it's a smaller one. We're going to use that one. All this was from Wish, except, yeah, this was from Wish as well. All right, and this one here, I'm not sure where I got this one. I got this in the mall somewhere. All right, we will use the brush-on glue to put down the stones. I'll use this one here. This is from Sally's. I'm sorry if I'm kind of going all over the place with this, you guys. I just wasn't prepared. Of course, you guys would have seen the front cover and how I did everything, but of course I wing it right now. And then I'll dry everything up with the Seche Vite Dry Fast top coat, which I did do a coat of that. So if I make a mistake, I can just, especially with acrylic paint, I can just wipe it off. But if I do, the polish, that most likely I'll have to take it off. But I just put it on just to make sure I had a dry fast, so it would just dry everything while I'm getting ready to do all this art and everything. So, all right, we're going to get started. I'm going to do something, and then I'll come back in and show you guys. Okay, I'm back, and so far I've got that beautiful marbling going on with the acrylic paint and just black with the 91% rubbing alcohol. Let me show you how I'm doing that, but isn't that gorgeous? And we're going to run some silver through that as well. All right, so I just got a little bit of black out in this palette here. And we're starting off with just dipping directly into the black here. Okay, but I need just a tiny, I want to make sure that my brush is completely clean and at that nice point. So I'm going to dip it in the acetone and then just get a little bit of black here. And I want to do the thinnest line ever. I'll draw it in here. So I'm going to come up here and the thinnest little line ever. I'm just going to do like a little zigzag and just however I want to do it. I'm going to do that one that way. And we're just going to get a little bit more. And I'm going to come off of this one very, very, very thin, but kind of bold. You want this a little bit bolder because we're going to be using the 91% alcohol to kind of fade around the lines. So you want this a little bit more bold. So just make sure these lines are a little bit more bold like that. Okay. Then we're going to go to this flat brush I have here and we're going to dip in. I got 91% rubbing alcohol in this cap here. So we're going to dip in and kind of come off. And the first thing we're going to do is we're going to get a little bit, oops, oh, shoot. I'll have to pour a little bit more out. Hang on one sec here. I spilled it. Oh my gosh, I'm spilling everything. That's because the camera's always in the way. It's under me, so it's kind of in the way. So just get a little bit of alcohol there. Okay, so what I want to do is get my brush wet and get a little bit of black here and kind of just go like this. So you see I'm getting kind of like a little pool. Whoops, you can't even see that. Dang it. A little bit of pool right there. So we dipped in here into the paint and then a little bit of a pool of black. And then what you want to do is kind of just put that around the lines. But make sure that it's going around it, okay? If it looks too thin, then you want to get a little bit more of the black. But you want that smoky look like I've got going on there. Then you're going to brush your brush off. And we're going to kind of clean it up a little bit now. Now just kind of suck it up in there. It'll suck up the liquid in there and just go through like that. Then go back into our rubbing alcohol and go over your black line because we're going to try to thin this out a little bit now to make it look more like a marble design, more, elegant and beautiful. So you just go over your black lines here like that, kind of along the sides of it, making it even thinner, but keeping that bold. Remember, you need that part more bold so it really stands out. But any spots that you see are a little wider, you can go in and clean them up. And remember, I just got to play around a little bit with it, but it will wipe it off because it's just acrylic paint. So it'll definitely wipe it off there. So just get in where you feel that it's going to make it look more like a marble design. So I'm getting in here closer. And then I'm going to add in a little bit more. I'm going to dip in, make a little bit more of this black here and come around like that. Again, now we're just going to clean it up in there. But you want that marbling look. So you need it to look distressed a little bit. And then, of course, go over your lines here. And if the line gets too thin or too messed up, you can definitely go back over it again. But just go right over the top like that. And just give it that beautiful, beautiful marble look. And I'm trying to kind of take away this line just a little bit there. Okay, like that. Isn't that gorgeous, you guys? Oh my gosh. It's so cool how you can make a nail look like actual marble, like a marble wall. Isn't that gorgeous? Okay, now we're going to go on to the next step. I am going to add in, sorry, I got a little bit of a mess here now. So what I'll do is grab a couple paper towels here, so it doesn't look so bad and so messy here. And we'll just set that down out of our way of that mess so it doesn't look terrible when we're doing this. All right. The next step, what I'm going to do is I'm going to add in a little bit of silver now into these lines. I'm going to use my silver polish here and Robin's brush. We're going to add a little bit of silver going through that. And then we're going to do that smushy on the other nails. Let me get a little bit closer here. All right. So let me get a couple done and I will return. Okay, you guys, now I'm back and I've got the silver running through. Now, you don't have to follow the lines perfectly. As you see there, I didn't. I want it to look like marbling. So we've got those beautiful silver lines running through. And I got a little bit of on a cap here. I'm just going to get a little bit out on her brush. We'll draw this in really close so you can see this. And you'll see what I'm talking about. When I set the brush down, I'm just going to go on the side. Now, you do it however you want, and then I'm going to kind of come off a little bit and then back on like that. You see, then it gives it such a, definitely that marble feel. And then again, I'm going to go down here. And this one, I'll follow along a little ways, and then I'm going to go off to the side with it. And then over here, I want to put a little bit more in over here, and this one I'll kind of follow around it. So you can follow around it, or you can just go right off like I did here. And then I connect it again like that. But see, it just gives it a more of a marble feel. I hope you can see it. Okay, let's back away a little bit. See, it gives it more of that marble feel then, so you're not completely following the lines. Some you are and some you aren't. Very beautiful. Okay, the next step we're going to work on is that smushy marbling that I'm going to do. And I think I'm going to do it on two. I think the thumbs and one of these fingers. Not sure. I think probably the pinky and this one, since I did them lined up differently, the colors. So let me figure it out and I'll return. So I wanted to keep this more elegant, so I decided not to do that smushy marbling that I was going to do. I will show you guys that one day. But since this turned out so elegant, these two, I wanted to keep these elegant. So what I did was just do that plate, that stamping plate on the dark nails here. I just got to push this down here. On the dark nails, and then I'm going to go across it with the silver striping tape. I think it's called striping tape. This here, the silver striping tape. I'm going to go across with that and maybe even that green. And I use this color right here just to go across, but two of them are done like that. Then over here, we just got the one. So I'll show you how I'm doing that. So we'll get this lined up here. We'll get this cleaned off. Just using a some acetone on a God, I can't even think. Cotton ball. I'm just going to put some of that black on there. Okay, oh, never mind. I thought I messed this nail up. Okay, and then just scrape it. And then we're using the larger one to pick it up, the larger jelly. So just pick it up. There it is right there. Now it looks really, really faint, but it is there, believe it or not. I thought it was really faint too, and I thought, what is going on? I got a piece of hair here. I don't want that to go on to my nail. Okay, and I thought, well, this isn't working. It's too faint, but it's not. It actually is darker. So I'm going to set it down on here, and then I'll show you. And we're just going to roll it like that right in the center, having that beautiful lace right in the center there. I do got to do some cleanup work. I got a little bit of paint on the side there, but right there. Isn't that pretty? Just elegant enough. I know it's not super noticeable, but it is noticeable in person. It's really beautiful. So, all right, let me get this stuff out of the way, clean this off. All right, and just slide this stuff out of the way. And the next step we're going to do is going to be doing the striping tape. And that is kind of messy to work with. I am going to use these scissors here. I wanted to show you. You want scissors that are angled like that. You can buy these at CVS, Walgreens, wherever. But you want them to kind of curve in a little bit like that. So when you tape it, when you go to take it off, after you put it on the nail, you can lift a little bit from the nail and snip it off. So I'm going to get some of these pulled out and ready and get them on. And then I will return to show you guys. So now we've got the beautiful green and silver striping tape. And you want to make sure, like I want to show you this corner. You can see how it's lifting right there because it isn't, it's not cut short enough. You want to make sure that this corner is lifted a little bit, and you take your nippers and you want it, facing the opposite way, and you want to nip that off because then it will stay down better. You need these sides to be down better. And then when you top coat it, definitely top coat it because this will come up. The striping tapes will come up if you don't tape them. But then they look really pretty. See how pretty that is? I just figured it made it more elegant looking since I did the other one so elegant that we wanted to keep this like this. So, and I think this one's okay. Yeah, it goes around the corner. So we're just going to show you those two. So we'll start with the green. And we're going to go at the top of this. Let me draw this. Oh, I did draw in. Okay. So we're just going to set a piece down. Now, it's so much harder to do when you're on camera, but I did get these pieces already cut, and you just want to get it lined up as straight as you can on each side underneath that black, that stamping image I did. Okay, and we'll just try to get as straight as can be. All right, like that. Then you're going to take the little nippers, and you're going to go up farther from what the nail is. So lift up the little piece of, tape here and cut it shorter than what the nail is. And if you don't get it short enough, then you want to go back through it again. I'm going to come up here closer to show you guys. Like that, I need to be closer. See, you want it shorter than what it is. Otherwise, yeah, you're going to have trouble and it's going to lift. So let's lift this just a little bit there. Let's get into frame and cut. And then see, that's perfect then. Get that little piece of tape off of there. That's on my hand. Now this piece I have left over, we're going to use at the top. Okay, that'll work perfect. Let's just set it down and then I'll play around with it. All right, and these are not fun to play with. I'm telling you right now, you guys, these are no fun to work with, but beautiful when they're done. They're absolutely gorgeous. So that side laid down good. So now I'm just going to come up and nip this shorter than what the free edge is there. That's what you want, okay? And then we'll get a piece of the silver and do the same thing. Oh, I thought I got it. All right, but we're going to do that underneath. So we're just going to go down just a little ways and put, I'm going to actually come a little farther up because I want to use this for the other side too. Let me get in frame here. Okay, we're just going to set it down, hold it on the other side, and just giving it that little bit of gap. All right, again, you want to come up under it and lift it slightly and cut. That way it's shorter than the edge. Get these tapes off. Oh, I always hate this stuff afterwards because you find it everywhere. It'll stick to your fingers perfectly, but the nail, nope. All right, and then lift this one, same thing, lift and give it a little nip there. All right, and then that piece that's left over, I'm going to go ahead and use that for the top of this image here. What part is the sticky part? This part. Okay, and then we're just going to set that down right underneath the green like that, just like that. And again, lift it up just slightly using your nippers that are, you know, angled, and then push it down. And then again, we're going to come up, lift this just slightly and nip it off, and then push it down just like that. And then we're going to be top coating this with, you know, the sesh because it's going to hold it a lot better. These will lift, obviously, as soon as they get wet or anything, they lift. And you actually have to do a few top coats because they do lift pretty easy. They'll lift under even that top coat. So yeah, just make sure that you get them down pretty good. But yeah, I gave it more of a classic look. You know, like I said, with these colors, very beautiful for the fall, kind of an army feel to this one. But also I'm trying to do this in a classier way. So I really like the way this turned out. Now, I'm not sure about the thumbs. I think I'm just going to leave this thumbs and just put some crystals on it. And then the rest will add a little bit more crystals on these ones here. So let me get a few of the crystals done, figure out what I'm going to do with the thumbs, and I will return. Okay, so now we've got the crystals going, and I just think it looks so pretty. We've got one green and then two clear, and then on these nails, we just did one clear crystal in the centers. I got to do it on that. And then the thumb, I just went like that, and we just kind of did a few different stones. Isn't that pretty? It really made this design, again, kind of like my last one, just unique and beautiful. You know, just kind of making it just unique and different. All right, so let's go ahead and draw in. I'm not going to glue all these down with you guys on. I'm just going to just do a couple, and then I'll get off and finish. So I just put a dot there, a dot here, and a dot here to start those 3 stones. And then I'm just using a swab. All right, so we're just going to go like this and pick up the green one first. Set the green one down. Am I using the right sizes here? Let's see. Yeah, okay. I just wanted to make sure. It just seemed like they were a little bit bigger than the other ones. All right, we'll set it down. It's just because my pinky was smaller, and that's why I appeared to be bigger to me. These stones just appeared to be bigger. Just because the fingers are smaller, because I'm using them on opposite fingers. So, of course, they appear to be bigger to me. All right. So now let's go ahead and put a dot right in the center here and a dot in the center there, because these are going to be for the clear stones. All right, so we'll grab one and stick it right there, right in the center. We want to just keep it clear because I think that would look really pretty. And it has now stuck to my swab. And if it does, you do not want to use that same one. Okay, so we're going to start over. Put a little glue down, and you want to use a different swab. All right, so I'm going to get a different stone here too. I had all of them ready, but of course, we had to have that issue happen there. All right, I'm going to get the swab out of there once I set it down, and then I'm just going to slide this up and stick it right into the center there. Because I think that swab is grabbing that glue, and it's, you know, hurting the stones. All right, let me grab one more here. Make sure I'm grabbing the right size. Again, just set it down really quickly. And that isn't the right size. All right, hang on. Of course, everything's falling. I've been bumping it the whole time I've been working with all of this. But that's okay. All right, set it down. And then we're just going to go ahead and push it into the glue with the orange wood stick. Make sure all these stones are right. Yep. Okay. Just like that. So, of course, you guys got to see most of it. I will do the thumbs off because I've got all the stones here ready to put down. I'm going to do it just like this one, and then we're going to top coat, and I'll come in and show you guys that. I'm going to make sure I push everything down before I top coat, though. You want to make sure all your little striping tape and everything is straight and down and all of that before you go ahead and top coat. All right, I will get that done and we'll return. Alrighty, everyone, I am all done. And I am not a green girl, but I love these. I really do. They're definitely fall colors with that army green and the foam green. And I like how I changed it up. I did a few nails with a marble look with crystals. And then the other ones, I was going to do a stamping design to look like marbling. And I decided that it was too fancy on the other nails. So then we decided to do stamping work on the army green nails with also striping tape and then crystals as well. And aren't these just stunning? They are so beautiful. I love them. And the thumbs I just left plain with crystals. But wow, these just turned out amazing, you guys. And there's a reason behind it. I got an awesome, awesome pair of shoes from my most favorite cousin. And I can't wait to share them in the Wear It Wednesday to match this set of nails. I hope all of you guys are staying safe, happy, and healthy, and leaning on the Lord. Everybody take care. God bless. And I will see each and every one of you in my very next upload.